ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम जय जय राम। ॐ रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः। अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। ॐ श्री हनुमते नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनं। ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे। ॐ श्री तुलसीदासाय नमः। हरि ओम, a warm welcome. In our last session we saw how Bharadvaja Muni has been praising Bharatji. In the 208th Doha we saw तुम कह भरत कलंकयः हम सब कह उपदेशु राम भगति रस सिद्धिहित भायः समौ गणेशु सियावर रामचंद्र की जय. What you have been thinking about yourself with a slur in the mind, with a guilt in the mind, and what you're feeling about yourself, it only expresses humility. It only expresses your love towards Rama, and Hamasabayaha Upadeshu, that has become the lesson for all of us. Lesson of what? The lesson of love, the lesson of devotion, dedication, commitment. And the class what you are taking for us is like the KG class, and you are in the post graduation level or even doctorate level, PhD level, whereas we are still in the KG class of what? Of that bhakti, of that love which you have for Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji. Thus saying, we saw, which I mentioned in the previous class also, it is in this episode one can really come to see the depth of love which Bharat ji had for Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji. And we also made a mention, Lakshmana's love is very expressive, explicit in nature, whereas Bharata's love is so deep, so quiet, at the same time very strong. However, because of the quietude nature, many people did not understand the love of Bharata. Therefore, there was a room for them to even doubt Bharata. They never doubted Lakshmana, they doubted Bharata. Why? Because Lakshmana's love was explicit, whereas Bharata's love was very deep. And it is in this portion where they really come to know the true Bharata. Having said that, see one more very important point. Bharadvaja Muni is a very elderly, very accomplished saint. Whereas Bharata is so young, but the Muni falls flat for the depth in Bharata with reference to the love towards Bhagavan. And therefore, he is uncontrollable in praising Bharata, which we have been seeing, and we will see here also, today also, taking forward in the 209th Chaupai. नव विधु बिमल तात जसुतोरा रघुबर किंकर कुमुद चकोरा उदित सदा अंतहि कबहुना घटी न जगनभ दिन दिन दूना कोकति लोक प्रीति अति करी प्रभु प्रतापर बिछबि न हरि निसिदिन सुखद सदा सब काहू ग्रसिहि न कै कै करत बुराहू पूरन राम सुपेम पीयूषा गुर अवमान दोष नहीं दूषा राम भगत अब अमिय अघाहू कीन्हेहु सुलभ सुधा बसुधाहू भूप भगीरथ सुर सरि आनी सुमिरत सकल सुमंगल खानी दशरथ गुण गण बरनी न जाही अधिकु कहाँ जेहि सम जग नाही जासु सनेह सकोच बस राम प्रगट भई आई जे हरहि नयन निकबहु निरखे नहीं अघाई सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Bharadvaja Muni, one very beautifully brings out the glory of Bharatji. Otherwise, none of us would know, even the Gramavasis would not know. The Prayagrajavasis would not know. His own people who are with him would not know. To bring out to you and me, who is listening to this great katha, for us to understand the glory of Bharata, Muni Shrestha is bringing up these things in a form of a dialogue. Second, right now the morale of Bharata is so low that it requires to be boosted. He is thinking himself as very low. He feels himself guilty. So he has to come out of it for him even to reach Rama comfortably. Therefore, Bharadvaja Muni is making all efforts not only to make you and me understand the glory of Bharatji, but also pull him out of that particular phase of mind and bring some good thoughts in his mind. How beautifully he says, Nava bidhu bimala tata jasutora. Hey Tata, my dear child. Now, when he says, my dear child, there is so much of expression of love towards Bharata. And you will find in the whole episode, every word expresses the deep love that Bharatji had for, Bharadvaja Muni had for Bharata, which appears to be much more than the love he had for Ramchandraji. Tata, Jasu Tora, your Jasu means Yashas, your glory, your fame, that wonderful person you are, which people know in a manner of saying. Jasu Tora, Navabidu Bimala, they know you are great, but then is a beautiful, it is like the spotless moon. But we know moon has got some spots. We will describe that very beautiful points. This particular chopai is so beautiful. We should actually give lot of concentration in understanding this. It is like a new type of spotless moon. Remember these words, Nava Bidhu Bimala. Bimala, spotless, pure, clean. Raghubara Kinkara Kumuda Chakora. Very interesting. Raghubara Kinkara meaning the devotees of Ramchandraji. How are they? They are like the Kumuda. Kumuda means what? Kumudini, that water lily. The moment the moon comes up, the water lily opens up. And it is so beautiful. Chakora, the Chakora birds, the moment they see the rays of the moon, they become so delighted. They are so fond of the moon. Like that, like how the water lily opens up and brings so much of joy to everyone. And like the Chakora birds which entertains, gets delighted with the rays of the moon, Raghubara Kinkara, the devotees of Raghubara Ramchandraji, they become so happy when they see you. And then, see, when we say the example of a moon, there are a lot of limitations with our understanding. Right? The moon has got lot of spots. Okay, there is one katha also, we will not go deep into it. It is a flaw. Chandrama had a flaw. Therefore, because of which the moon even today appears with lot of spots. Because he had done something wrong to his guru. Some blemish has come to Chandrama because of his some flaw which he had done to his guru. Therefore, those spots. But your glory, hey Bharata, is spotless, Bimala. Bimala. Therefore, you don't have to worry. And even the example of moon has got so many other limitations. That is also expressed. See how he expresses. उदित सदा अंथैहि कबहूना घटिहि न जगन भदिन दिन दूना. When it comes to the moon, when the sun comes up, moon sets. When the sun sets, moon rises. This is what we have seen. Occasionally we find, most of the time we will find, the sun is rising and the moon is setting. You can see both of them. But at night, the glow of the moon is very bright. But when the sun rays are there, when the sunlight is there, the moonlight is very dull. Is it not? And when the sun sets, until it really sets, the moment it sets, then you will find the moon's glow is very, very bright. Right? But your moon will never set. Udita sada. It is always in the horizon. Athaini kabununa. It will never go away. It will never set. Ghatihi na jaga na bhadina dina duna. In case of the other moon, this Rahu will come in between. Then there is, waxing and waning we see of the moon. Your moon will neither wax nor wane. It will only glow. All the time it grows and glows. That is the greatest moon that you are. Kokati loka priti atikarihi. The Chakravaka bird, Tiloka in all the three worlds, will cherish great love for the moon. Now, in the regular moon, when the moon sets, then the Chakravaka bird will not be able to enjoy. It enjoys that rays of the moon, that light of the moon. But in your case, the Chakravaka bird in all the three worlds will always look at you and have great love for you. Atikarihi priti. It has lots of love for you at all times in all three worlds. The next line is extremely beautiful, very thought-provoking. Be attentive. Prabhu pratapar bhichabhi naharhi. Now first we will see the literal meaning. Prabhu pratapa rabi chabhi naharihi. When the sun is up, the moon's splendor is not seen, whereas in this case, here Prabhu Pratapa, the glory of Ramchandraji, is always great. We all know. Is it not? When the sun's light is glowing to the best, moon is unseen. Even if the moon is there, the moment sun rises, we just now saw, that moon will not be that bright. It may be there, but it will be very dull. It will not be bright. Whereas, even though Ramchandraji is there, the Suryavamshi Ramchandraji is there, your glory will never fade. The splendor of your moon will never become dull. In fact, it may glow equally, and in this particular occasion, it probably glows more than the sun. We have never seen that, we can never think about it, isn't it? But here, because it is like Ramchandraji and Hanumanji. Ramchandraji's glory and Hanumanji's glory, both of them are, how to, express it. It cannot be described. Both of them are so glorious. Do we say Ramchandraji's glory is greater than Hanumanji? Or do we say Hanumanji's glory is greater than Ramchandraji? Actually speaking, both of them are glorious. When you focus on Hanumanji, Hanumanji's glory becomes higher. When you focus on Ramchandraji, Ramchandraji's glory becomes higher. Think. So, both of their glories are so beautiful. Similarly, here, Prabhu Pratap, Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji's glory, Rabi Chabihina Harihi, your glory also will never fade because of Ramchandraji. In fact, because of Ramchandraji's love for you, your glory also will grow, will glow. What a beautiful comparison, isn't it? A great Muni, Bharadvaja Muni, if he has to recognize and speak it out, how much should be the glory? Now see, it is an experience of Bharadvaja Muni in his heart regarding this particular aspect of Bharatji. And an experience can never be expressed in words. I keep repeating this. Experience can never be expressed. And that is expressed is never the complete experience. Because experience is private, subjective, very, very internal. Whereas expression is made objective in a third man's language. Think. Therefore, expression can never complete an experience. If Bharadvaja Muniji had experienced so much and he is expressing in this many ways, how much should he really have realized the glory of Bharatji? That is why Bharata is extremely wonderful. That is probably why even Ramchandraji had so much of deep love towards Bharatji. Nisi dina sukhad sada sab kahu. And Muni Shrestha says, Nisi dina sukhad sada sab kahu. I shall delight all the time. And not only me, everyone. They will delight your presence by the day as well as the night. Nisi, dina sukhada, that love, that joy, that delight of the very thought of you, O Bharata, is something beautiful. Grasihi na kai kai karata burahu. In terms of the other moon, the demon Rahu comes in between. That is why we see the eclipse. And here, Kaikai, like Rahu, has come in between you. But even though Kaikai's doings, Kaikai's actions may appear to have brought ill fame, in your case, you are spotless. It can never eclipse you. How beautifully, how poetically he says, Purana Rama Supema Piyusha. Purana Rama Prema. Your moon has some blemish. That's what I said. Because Chandrama did something wrong. They call it Guru Droha. We will not discuss it here. And therefore the blemish has come on Chandrama. But actually speaking, that beautiful form of yours, the beautiful form of your heart, which is love for Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji, is absolutely spotless. Therefore, you as a moon is spotless and a great, personification of bhakti, personification of love towards Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji. Gura avamana dosha nahi dosha. And there is no stain of any blemish in you. Your Ram Bhakti and Guru Bhakti, both of them are so complete. Gura avamana dosha nahi dosha. There is no blemish at all. Hey, Bharata, come out of that low feelings. Rama Bhagata Abba Amiya Aghahu Kinehu Sulabha Sudha Basudahu. Let Ramchandraji's devotees, Rama Bhagata, Abba Amiya Aghahu, let them now enjoy. Let them now get delighted by by the nectar of love to their heart's content, having learned from you, seeing you. Now let them get delighted in that beautiful nectar of love towards Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji. Keenhe usala basudha basudahu. Since now you have made it so easy, by the very love, by your expression of your deep love, you have made it easy for people like you and me to turn towards Bhagavan. You have made it so wonderful. Now again, look at this beautiful expression. Very, very wonderful. Please note. Bhupa Bhagiratha Surasari Ani Sumirata Sakala Sumangala Khani. Bhagiratha, Bhupa, the king Bhagiratha, Surasari Ani, he brought down Ma Ganga from the feet of Bhagavan Vishnu. We all know the story, isn't it? Who is she? Vishnupada Saroja Dasi. Ma Ganga, you out of your, Bhagiratha, out of the penance, or the strength of the penance, the depth of his penance, he could bring Ma Ganga to the world. And remembering whom, the devotees gain lot of blessings. So we all go to Gangaji, we all take snanam there. And Papa Kshaya, it is said, is it not? When we go to Bhagiraji brought down. Ganga Gangeti yo bruyat yojananam shatairapi muchyate sarva papebhyo Vishnu loke sagacchati. Ganga iti yo bruyat, the one who chants the name of Ganga iti. Yojananam shatairapi, for long time, all through his journey, muchyate sarva papebhyah, he is relieved of all papas. Once you go and take bath, chanting Ganga Nama, when you take bath in Ganga, sarva papebhyam muchyate, all your sins are washed away. Vishnu loke sagacchati, one reaches the very Vishnu loka itself. Such a Pavani Ganga Raja Bhagiratha brought down to the world. And what about Dasharatha? Dasharatha guna gana bharani na jahi adhiku kaha jehi samajaganahi. He says, as for Dasharatha, your father, if Bhagiratha brought Pavani Ganga from Vishnu's feet, he brought the very source of Ganga, Bhagavan himself in the form of Rama. Look at that beautiful thought. And Bharani na jahi, it cannot be expressed what your father Dasharatha had brought because of his virtues and tapas. Adhiku kaha jehi samajaganahi. What more can I speak to him? Bhagiratha brought Ganga, your father brought the source of very Ganga, Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji, and he had no equal in this world. Dasharatha has no equal in this world. He is greatest. Jasu saneha sakocha basa Rama pragata bhayai. Because of that beautiful humility, affection, love, devotion, dedication, commitment in Dasharatha, Bhagavan himself had to come like Ram, as in the form of Rama. Rama pragata bhayai. Johar hiya nayana nikabahu nirakhe nahi aghai. Jo hara hiya nayana nikabahu. Rama, whom even Shiva has not actually properly seen with all the three eyes, nirakhe nahi agai, with his, that inner eye alone, he could fill his heart with the very thought of Rama. So wonderful. And now in the next Chaupai, such beautiful thought is given. We will first read that 210th Chaupai. कीरति विधु तुम कीन्ह अनुपा, जहाँ बस राम प्रेम मृग रूपा, तात गलानि करहु जिय जाये, डरहु दरिद्र ही पार सुपाये, सुनहु भरत हम झूठ न कहीं, उदासीन तापस बन रहहीं, सब साधन कर सुफल सुहावा, लखन राम सिय दरसन पावा, तेहि फल कर फलु दरस तुम्हारा. So beautiful. सहित पयाग सुभाग हमारा, भरत धन्य तुम जसु जगु जयऊ, कही अस प्रेम मगन मुनि भयऊ, सुनि मुनि बचन सुभासद हर्षे, साधु सराहि सुमन सुर बरषे, धन्य धन्य धुनि गगन पयागा, सुनि सुनि भरतु मगन अनुरागा, पुलक गात ही राम सिय, सजल सरोरुह नयन, करि प्रणाम मुनि मंडली, बोले गद गद बैन सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. कीरति विधु तुम कीन्ह अनुपा. Hey Bharata, you have created such a beautiful, flawless, peerless moon in your glory. Jahan bas Ram prema mriga roopa. In your moon, there is a figure of a deer. And it is the shape of the love for Rama. There it is not considered as a flaw, it is that beautiful deer which has got so much of love for Rama. Tat galani karahun jiya jaye. Hey Tata, my dear son, galani karahun jiya jaye. For no reason, for no purpose, you are feeling distress in your heart. How can you do that? Why should you feel distressed for no fault of yours? Darahu daridra hi par supai. It is like a daridra, one poor man, very, very downtrodden person. Par supai darahu, having gained that parasa money, one is afraid of the future. What is parasamani? The one who has it, whatever he touches will become gold. You have got that great love for Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji, which is much more than parasamani. Why are you afraid of? You have no reason to sulk yourself. You have no reason to feel guilty. How beautifully expressed. He says, now see, Bhagirath brought Gangaji. Dasharatha brought Rama himself. And hey Bharata, you have brought Rama Prema in all the devotees, which is much, much, much higher than even Rama itself. Rama Bhakti is any day greater. Uh, how to express this? Shri Ram. Sunahu Bharata hama jhoota na kahi. Hey Bharata, listen. I am not telling any false, anything wrong. I am not lying to you. Hum jhoota na kahi. Udasin tapas ban rahi. He says, I am an ascetic. I am a sannyasi in the forest. I have no concern for the external world. I don't have any interest in the outer world. So why should I lie to you? What I am saying is truth. Please consider, please listen carefully. Sab sadhana kar suphala suhava. Now look at the way he sees. He says, for so many decades I have been doing lot of sadhana. Sadhana kara suphala. Now all those sadhana, sabha suphala suhava, I have gained the result of all those sadhana, all those tapascharya, all those austerities, I have gained the result. How? Lakhana ramasiya darasanupava. Because of that tapas, I have gained as a reward the very darshana of Ramchandraji, Sitaji and Lakshmanji when they came to my ashram. The fruit of those tapas is the darshana of Bhagavan. And look at the next line. Tehi phala kara phalu dharasa tumhara. Bharadwaja Muni says, I got the result of my tapascharya, which is the darshan of Ramchandraji, Sitaji and Lakshmanji, and Tehi phala, the reward of the darshan of Ramchandraji, Sitaji and Lakshmanji, the reward of the darshan is, I got the darshan of you, Bharata. All our sadhana is to gain the darshan of Bhagavan, the knowledge of Bhagavan. Is it not? And Bharadwaja says, it is easier to gain the darshan of Bhagavan, but it is so difficult to gain the darshan of Bhagavan's true bhakta. Therefore, he says, the result of gaining the darshan of Bhagavan, Sitaji and Lakshmanji, the result of that is, I got the darshan of you, the great bhakta of Bhagavan. Sahita payaga subhaga hamara. And the whole Prayagraj, Prayaga, deserves to be congratulated because it is such a Tirtha Kshetra, it is such a Punya Kshetra where I got the darshan of Bhagavan, Sitaji, Lakshmanji, and now you, the greatest devotee of Bhagavan. And gaining that devotee, the true devotee, let us be very clear about it. Very many people behave like a devotee, but the true devotee is when there is absolutely no ego, completely surrendered at the feet of Bhagavan. And Bharata is an embodiment of devotion, an embodiment of bhakti. You will see when Bharatji goes and meets Ramchandraji, again there, very beautiful statement Ramchandraji tells about Bharata. We will see there. Kahi asa prema magana muni bhayavu. Hey Bharata, you deserve all praise because by your sincere love towards Bhagavan, the glory is so much that you have conquered the whole world today with your love towards Bhagavan's feet. Suni muni bachana subasa daharshe. As he was saying, as Bharadwaja Muni was talking the glory of Bharata, everybody were all overwhelmed with love towards Bharata. Already their love went multifold when he said, we will go and meet Ramchandraji and crown him there only, their love towards Bharata, multiplied on multifolds. But now their love towards Bharata reached its pinnacle. In fact, there is no pinnacle. It is just out of the human understanding. It was so overwhelming. Sadhu sarahi suman sura bharshe. And when Bharadvaja Muni praised Bharata, all the gods, they were ready waiting probably all the time. Whenever somebody praises, they shower flowers, and all the gods showered flowers on them, saying, Dhanya Dhanya Dhuni Gagana Payaga Suni Suni Bharatu Magana Anuraga. All those people who were all assembled there, and hearing the sage's words, listening to it again and again, all of them started praising Bharata. All of them were in great feeling for Bharata, and they all applauded, and they were all overwhelmed with the emotion towards Bharatji. Pulaka gata hiya ramusiya sajal saroruhanena. Now, experiencing Pulakagat, they were all the hairs stood on their ends, experienced a thrill all through his body, with a heart full of Sitaji, Ramchandraji. These are all certain experiences which is so difficult to express. And the lotus eye of Ramchandraji, Sitaji brought tears in the eyes of Bharata. Kari pranamu muni mandalihi bhole gada gada baina. He was so full with his emotions, and he chanted Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram. And all of them, the conclave of sages there, the group of people who were there, all of them praised Ramchandraji, all of them praised Bharata, and they were all overwhelmed with emotion. And now Bharadvaj Muni, he does not stop there. And there comes another very beautiful chaupai, which Bharadvaj Muni speaks, which we will see tomorrow. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।